GamerCat, and today we are here to demonstrate how to do a pour paint.
We have a special guest.
Yeah, our mom
is going to be guiding us today.
Yeah, she is. We are stuck inside because of the coronavirus. We are off of school for 3 weeks.
Actually, a month, because we're back at April 13th.
Yeah, so Mom, what are we going to do?
Well, today I thought it would be fun to do a little art project together. We're going to be doing some acrylic pour painting or fluid art. We're going to do a technique called chain pulling. So you have some, make some really cool designs, some really cool textures. You might have seen some videos about this on YouTube already with string pulling. Let's go ahead and go through our materials. What are we going to be using today?
So we're going to be using a scraper, chains, a canvas,
of course,
we don't need to list the size, some gloves.
We have a towel just in case we get a little dirty on our skin.
Some paint.
Good thing that lid's on tight.
Paint for our canvases so we have
like
a base color so we can paint on it better.
I don't know what this is for.
It's a large binder clip, and we'll get back to that in a minute. So, like I said, we have some chain laid out in a very specific way over here. And girls, you can just leave it laid out just like that. It's 3 lengths of this chain doubled over like this, and then just laid out on the protected surface. We're doing this on our coffee table in the living room, and it is very messy. So we've made sure that we have protected our surface with a double layer vinyl tablecloth.
Yeah.
Which, here's the thing. You should always protect your area when it comes to painting or any arts and crafts that
includes messes.
Absolutely. Yeah. This is the first tool we're going to use, but you want to make sure you have your chains ready to go.
We're going to use the slider for, I got like a slider. We're going to dump some of this paint, which is going to be our base color for our canvas, and then scrape it to cover the whole surface.
And you may be wondering where the paint is.
It's right there.
Hang on a second. First step,
suit up.
Let's put our gloves on. This is really messy. You want to make sure you protect your surface, protect your skin.
Safer than sorry.
Now the paint won't hurt your skin, but it's just hard to scrub it all off. So we're going to wear gloves today.
Wait, we need goggles?
The next thing that we have to decide is the background color. I brought up black and white to use.
For our base.
So, Dragonair?
Yes?
What background color would you like to use?
Black.
And GamerCat, what background color are you going to use?
I'm doing black also.
Doing black also. Okay, I'm going to be different then, and I'll use white. So, grab your spatulas. I'm just going to pour some of our paint. I have already pre-mixed this with distilled water and Floetrol.
Oh, I thought it was
to thin it out how we need it. Floetrol, yes, it's a pouring medium.
So it gives a good base color and it's thin so you can paint on it better.
Yeah.
This one is mine.
And it's drippy.
It is very drippy.
It's going to be messy.
Because it's mixed with water a lot.
A lot of water. Okay, here we go.
Oh, wait, hang on a second. Hang on here. These need to definitely be over to the side a little bit more. Okay, you're good. Not all the way to the side. We just don't want to get a lot of paint on them. Okay, ready?
Let's go.
Oh, whoops. Oh my gosh, I almost did it again.
Wrong color.
Wrong color.
Woo! And use your scraper to cover it.
Yeah, you just need a lot.
You just dump it on there.
And then we scrape it.
And let me kind of demonstrate this technique a little bit, actually.
Don't let the paint dry
so what
out.
you're going to do is spread your background color all over your canvas. Wow, I just used a lot there. Oops. That's okay.
Hey, you already got yourself dirty.
So what you don't want to do is hold your scraper like this and scrape across and scrape off all the paint because you want paint on there.
Light
but
strokes.
You want to just hold it very lightly and parallel with your surface. And just use it to move the paint around. We're not actually scraping it off, just move it around. and try and cover the whole surface of your canvas.
We can always add more if it doesn't cover a whole canvas, but I bet our amount will.
Yep, and you want a nice, good layer.
Make sure it's thin and perfect.
Not too perfect.
Not thick.
No
Really, really
artifact.
light. Like actually no pressure. Just let it drag
I
across the
scraped
canvas
off
there.
half of my paint.
Oh no! No pressure at all,
I
girls.
didn't scrape any off yet.
So
Yes.
just hold it just like
I may
that.
jinx myself.
And
Like I
move.
always do. I
that
may
background
jinx
color.
myself with.
I need to spread
My
this.
Okay. So mine looks pretty good there.
We're almost
We're
done.
almost done.
Oh my god, a lot of your paint's coming off.
I have a plastic tray here that we can put our spatulas in when we're done.
Spatula.
Spatula.
You keep calling it
I call it a
spatula.
scraper. I call it a scraper.
Scraper, spatula, putty knife.
What?
Putty
That's
knife.
where I got these actually. Was at the home improvement store. It's a lightweight putty knife. They're pretty cheap. They're like a couple bucks
What
a
is
piece.
a putty knife?
A knife that cuts putty. We have
It spreads it. Anyway, we're gonna use it to spread
Spreads
paint.
out putty. That's all.
All right, so our canvases are nice and covered here with a good layer of fluid
Mine's a little
acrylic
bit
paint.
like.
mine is
They're looking good, ladies. Now we're going to paint our chain. So we're actually gonna pour paint directly onto the chain here. So you don't want it right on the edge, otherwise we're gonna get paint on the floor. And this is our living room. Boo.
Well,
Okay,
Boo.
get that out of the way.
Where are these pin
And-
pins for? I want to know.
for something very special.
That's
So here are the colors that you ladies have selected. Everyone wanted a metallic gold.
Yeah.
Just set that somewhere in front of you.
Not over the edge though.
I want a metallic gold as well.
Yeah, gold is really pretty because
Aqua.
it's a metallic gold. I love that
Red.
color. Oh my god.
Green,
Oh my god.
No.
purple.
Wait, what's
We're
the
gonna get
aqua
even
teal?
more. We're gonna get even more paint on our hands. You can wipe your hands on your
It's fine. They're
rag
gloves.
there if you want. Just make sure you don't wipe them on your clothes
They're gloves.
because this will not come off.
Ugh.
I also got us a white here if you want to add a little drizzle for highlights.
I'm gonna
and
add a bit of highlight. I need to take off.
I am going to work with some greens, blues, and a gold.
Oh, that's sort of what I did. Green and blue-ish.
Gold,
Aqua's
red,
teal, which
and
is
purple,
blue
and
green.
black.
Okay.
My favorite colors.
So if you look over here, I have an example of how we're going to lay out our chain in the end. What we're going to do is we're actually going to pour this paint directly on the chain in like a striped fashion, which we'll demonstrate in a moment. And then at the end, we'll pick up each strand and lay them across the canvas. Something like this, where it almost looks like a bouquet of flowers coming down to a point.
Wouldn't it be
that's
easier to
cute.
just like put the chain inside the cup and then like pull it out?
But then the chain will be all one color.
Which we don't want yet.
Let me demonstrate how to apply this, and then you girls can decide how you would like to do your own there. So you
Like
take one of the
color.
colors.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
going to pour it
The
over
green's so pretty.
the chain.
You can probably hear something in the background.
Which
Corbin.
is our brother's
Corbin Dallas.
13.
He's not 13, but whatever.
So
Corbin
I'm going to make
Dallas 13,
stripes.
13-something.
And you don't have to do them in order. You can do them however you want.
Y'all.
I may do
I'm not
like,
a pattern
green
girl,
gold,
so-
green gold, or like explosions with color. Like,
I
ooh!
just want to do it with
No fair, you got 4 colors.
We can share each other's colors because you are going to
Mind if
have
I take your
extra.
blue? Mind if I take your blue?
Absolutely. There's some blue for you.
Oh, I love
A
blue.
little bit
A green.
of green there.
Green is really pretty when it comes to
Green.
green like that. That's lime. This is green.
And I want to go ahead and throw in a highlight here in between these greens. So we'll get some cool mixing happening there.
It's really pretty when there's highlights because, like,
Okay.
holy moly.
So being very careful not to pour off the edge of the table, go ahead and paint your chains.
Alright.
So,
Alright.
I do not want to kill the wood on the floor. I don't want to do that. Oh my god, it's so scary.
Doing great. Oh, you're pouring them long ways. Okay. Gonna get a different effect.
Yeah,
Which is
no.
really cool.
There's really no wrong way to do this. This is really fun and good
Can I have a
for
white highlight, please?
any ability level
I'm gonna do the most different.
and all members of the family.
I'm gonna do the most different. Because one color is gonna be vertically.
Very cool. I love those colors. It's gonna look great against black too. So make sure you get a color on the very end. This ends there. See where the loops are? Great. Get your chain all the way
I have no more
covered.
green.
Did you have enough to do what you wanted? I have a little bit
Yeah,
left.
I did.
I have a little left here if you need it.
Just need to cover that last little ball.
Okay. Okay, now our chains are completely covered. Well, mine is.
Mine's.
Why don't you go ahead and hand me your cups then, and we'll get
That's
those
a
out of the
lot
way.
of
It's just one
gold.
less
It's
thing
so
to
pretty.
accidentally lean into or spill.
Because this is my favorite shirt.
And I've got this handy little plastic tray on the floor. We have some
Might as well make
ceilings
two colors
going, and
go
that's the
vertically.
top.
I'm probably making two colors go vertically.
Why are you just putting two? So while
No, I'm gonna put them
GamerCat is finishing up, why don't you demonstrate how, like, which way, like, put the chain on the canvas?
Well, we need to.
You're going to actually end up laying them in a pattern similar to this. I left that out as an example, but let's all do it together. So GamerCat is almost done.
She is done.
She's throwing in some aqua there and maybe a
And
little bit of
I'm
blue.
adding blue. I'm so adding blue.
Can I have this tiny bit of blue? I thought that might look cool. Wait, actually,
Let her
no.
grab hers
That,
first.
no.
You can
Actually,
put a
I
little
don't
bit
want
in there,
it.
just a little
I
swirl
don't want
if you
it.
want.
Just playing with some paint on the table.
Now I'm done. Look how cool that is.
Good for you.
Awesome. All right.
It's not all vertically, but it's not all
Bad.
this way either.
All right. Here's the really messy part.
Grab your
Grab
chain.
an end,
Oh.
one at a time,
Oh, that looks so gorgeous!
and just kind of lay it on your canvas and try to get the ends kind of in the middle-ish on the bottom. So go ahead, just pick up an end. Just make sure you do one at a time and go kind of slow.
Blue.
La la la.
I don't want to drop this.
This is so pretty. Ah! Uh-oh.
It's all right. It's totally fine.
This one
Am I allowed
has
to
zero
make colors?
gold on it.
Okay, let's see. Where am I going with this one?
It
I
sort
don't
of drags for
Uh.
me. For me, it drags. So I already left
It's
a little
fine.
bit of
That's
color.
okay. You'll see a lot of that will actually get covered up or disguised as you pull your chains.
I don't have the end yet. Let's- Okay, there we go.
And grab an
There
end
it
there.
is.
Okay.
Ah,
And just lay it down.
nee.
There's no
There, you're
particular pattern, so you can just lay it out however you
Mm-hmm.
Light.
And maybe try and get one up at the top here so you have.
Mine is.
Where's
bit
the
more
end
area.
on
I
here?
see one poking
right
through.
here.
Is that it? I don't want to touch it because I
I
have
don't
different
want to touch
colors.
it. It's right here.
Just grab it. Grab it.
Grab his small fingers.
Let's make sure we keep our hands over the table so we don't drip because this paint is very, very drippy.
I had to do that. I'm sorry.
There, great. Yes, great.
Can I overlap?
Yeah, that's fine.
That's what I'll do.
Okay, now it's time for us to grab our little binder clip.
Oh, that's
And you're going to just put this like up against the edge of your canvas and put the ends of your chain through, what do I call that? Like the little handle?
The clasp.
The handle part. You are just going to hold the top of that. So hold this in place, hold your binder clip in place, grab your ends, and pull your chains all the way through.
Oh, stuck.
Oh, no.
Stuck.
Oh my.
Stuck.
Slowly. Now don't pull it off the edge of the table, so just kind of like gather it in your hands. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Oh, ha ha!
Those turned out
That's
gorgeous.
so pretty! Look at these people!
This looks so amazing.
Great job, everyone. These are beautiful. What do you think that looks like?
Mine looks like kind of like a
Mine-
explosion or like
Mine
a
looks like flowers!
Yeah, yours looks like a
It's like
flower.
Wait, it's like
And now my
having
chains
to
are
have
completely
those-
black.
Those really pretty
My
flowers.
chains are completely black, but I don't care. Just gonna.
Well, I think that was a very successful demonstration. Awesome job, girls. We've got to take our gloves off and get some close-ups of these.
All
And
right.
by the way, guys, our mom has painting classes, which will be in the description down below. And yeah, the link will be there, so you can click on it and attend the classes.
Don't forget
Aw,
to
thanks for the
subscribe
plug,
and click-
girls.
And
What?
don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell for more videos like these.